What's going on, everybody? This is Ross of the Misfit Effect, and of course, I'm joined with my wonderful, spectacular, brilliant, incredibly juicy co-host, the lovely Miss Sarah Lace.
Rockstar, what is up? So today I'm actually super excited to meet the gorgeous, bodacious Victoria Malfoy.
Hi, thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys.
Hey,
So,
beautiful.
so Victoria, tell us about you. Who are you?
Who am I? Okay, that's a very good question. So most people know me by either Victoria or Snaky Smut. I think a lot of people know me by Snaky Smut. But I have been on and off in the adult industry for, oh God, it's like over 10 years now, which is crazy to say. But I do mainly audio porn now, and I also do visual content. But yeah, that's me. I am just kind of like a jack of all trades in the porn world. Yeah, oh my God, there I am. That's right. We met at XBiz.
Yeah, X3, yeah.
I swear he keeps all of the stickers and business cards, and he
Oh,
somehow has them always like handy.
oh my
Because
gosh, we love
everything's
love
always
that.
everything always end up like right here to the right of my computer. Some stickers end up on my computer, and
Uh-huh.
some just like end up like on my other one, my other tower that I have in the other location. So
Oh, I
yeah,
love
that's where they end up in just about like a big bin of like that proves like sometimes people actually keep your cards. They don't always just, take it and just fling it. Just so
It's
y'all
good to
know.
know. It's good to know that someone
I
keeps them.
Oh, like, well, I can say that at least about me. I keep cards because I feel like you pay for them and you can give them to me. I should,
Right.
I can at least, keep them like in good condition because like those cost money.
That's
I know how
true.
much business cards cost.
So true.
So how is the art like? Because I know I've seen your thing and it's a whole bunch of like you use a like a VTuber type
Right.
image.
Yeah, so I do a lot of both. So in the audio porn community, I don't know how familiar you are with it. A lot of people love it because they remain anonymous. So a lot of people, if you get deep into it, you'll have like an original character that you have art of. And I based mine off of myself because I knew that I would probably do IRL stuff at some point again.
Mhm.
So yeah, I do a mix of my own pictures and art that I commission. I'm a giant art whore. I love commissioning artists. So I do that, and yeah, I do have a VTuber model. It's currently being rigged, so I'm not using it yet, but coming soon.
I could have sworn that I saw it on your page, unless I'm really
I think
and
you might be looking at, I have a little, they're called like a PNG tuber. So they move when you
okay,
talk, but they aren't like rigged to move with your body movements. So I
okay.
have that right now, but soon we'll have the more high-tech version of that.
Because
Because I
that's
think we were both scrolling through your Twitter together. We were doing a little Zoom call. I'm like, okay, look at that. That is such a sultry voice.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, thank you.
yeah, because we were sitting we were sitting back just listening when we first you first said you were gonna come on. This was a month ago. When
Uh-huh.
we first set up the meeting. We
Mhm.
just sat back and we were going through your Twitter and like just
Oh,
listening to your audio.
oh my gosh, hot. I love that you were doing like deep dive on the back catalog.
We were invested.
Yes,
We
I
were
love
invested
that.
because I'm not
like
because
our
it's
plan was to look at like your bio and stuff, and then we had to look at the actual footage,
we
you
went
Well,
know?
thank you. I hope you had fun.
we went down the rabbit hole. We went down the rabbit hole. No, because like
Yes.
it's different because like there's not that many people who are strictly auditory when it
Hmm.
comes to sex stuff. Because some
Yeah.
people like they like to listen to call like they call people whatever, but it's not always about hey,
Right.
this is me in your ear giving you a jerk off instruction.
Right. And
I'm gonna
I didn't even know it was a thing until I started doing it. God, this year will be 6 years, but I had no idea it was a thing. And someone told me about it, and I was like, you mean like phone sex? And they're like, no, it's like a it's like a whole role play thing and it's one-sided. And when I got into it, I'm like, this is really cool. And people are really passionate about it, and it works really well for people who aren't that into visual stuff because they can do the whole self-insert thing. So there's nothing to visualize. You can picture whoever you want to be doing the voice. Obviously, my face is out there, but they can picture whoever they want. That's the fun part.
That's new to me
I,
because like I've never heard like someone who strictly does that. Because I know people have like their Sex Panther set up and stuff
Mhm.
like that, where people can actually listen to their voice, whatever, or they do straight up voice calls. But
Yeah.
uh,
it's like a spicy audiobook.
Yes,
Is
that's
how I like to
exactly.
think of it.
That's exactly it. Or some people say it's like a pornographic radio play as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Imagine
So
having just a
it's
whole playlist. Yeah.
right, and
That's
that's honestly that's what some people do, and I love that. And then you get into it. I do a lot of collabs with other performers, and people love that because, like I said, it has a really awesome fan base. There's so many different types of audio creators, and it ranges from people that do really like vanilla stuff to people that do kinky stuff, and like me, I do like both. So yeah, it's a really interesting world. And when you first find out about it, it's like, how did I not know this existed?
what is your favorite type of one to do? Like in your role playing, what is your
Oh,
favorite type of role playing?
so my favorite type of one to do, and the one that I got pretty popular doing, is I do a lot of ones with like your daughter's best friend from college or the neighbor's daughter. I love older men, so I've gotten really good at doing that kind of bracket. So I do a lot of like, oh, you're hooking up with your babysitter while your wife isn't home. So those are always my favorite to make.
What has
I
been
don't know.
your
I love that idea because, like, I'm not too much into like age play per se, but I do have this thing for older men. Like,
Yes.
a silver fox and not
no,
necessarily like
not
a
Silver Fox
daddy
though.
vibe, you
Right, just
know?
like an older man. Yes.
Exactly.
Yep, I'm with
I've been
you.
like over here like doing my thumb up, y'all, when they kept saying older people because I know I'm older than both of them, and then they said Silver Fox, and that's when I'm bringing my thumb back. I'm not that old yet. No. He's not even went gray yet.
Eat
'Cause I don't.
little salt and pepper didn't never hurts anyone.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
I don't have no salt and pepper yet. Like let me keep my black hair
You'll have
until
some you'll have some soon.
I hope not.
And it's
I want to say as black as like I want my hair to stay black as long as possible.
you know what? That's valid. I feel you on that one.
'Cause I know
With
a few
me a
people my
little
age that
longer,
has hair full
Rockstar,
gray.
you'll get gray hairs.
Get like well let me wait until I hit 60. I'm that's 20 years from now. I'm still 42. Let me get there first.
Oh, you're still young. That's still super young.
I know people I grew up with that have a head full of gray and
Uh,
they're my
it,
age.
it's wild how that works. One of my best friends has gray hair already, and hers is really pretty. It's like only like right here. I'm like, see, now if I had that, it would be
Okay.
different.
See like and I'm gonna say this. Um ladies look a lot better with gray hair than us old dudes, in my opinion. Unless it's their natural silver type hair, whatever.
Mhm.
Like ladies look a lot better with gray hair than us old heathens over here, us dude heathens out here. You know,
I'm
It
glad that you
might be
think
it
that.
might be because we do a little more self-care, you know?
yeah,
Oh,
we don't care.
We deep condition, we like SPF, like we do so much stuff, you know?
My hair
All
takes
that heat
too much to
protected.
maintenance anyway. So as long as like my new growth is gonna come in gray. The stuff that's already grown is gonna be black. So eventually, unless my hair, I'd be weird to have like one gray dread
oh my
and
gosh. That would actually be really cool looking though.
Right. Imagine just one strand right here, just
Just
hanging
hanging
out silver. Yep.
No,
That
no,
would
no.
totally
I
be a
meant on
mood.
like unpurposely. It'd be this random dread right here that I'm pulling up. Be all gray hair, and the rest of them are black. Like, what's going on with your hair? It's like I don't know. I can't control it anymore. Like,
It's the
I'm not
stress
ready
of
for. I'm not
Sarah.
ready. I'm not ready for that. Just give me a second to get there.
But still, we love us a silver fox.
We do. I definitely do. So I'm with you on that. That's always my type.
I have a question for you since
Okay.
I'm looking at your have you do you watch anime?
So I will be honest, the only animes that I have ever watched are, and I don't even know if they're considered anime, is like Sailor Moon and Hamtaro.
No, the reason I was asking was there's an anime that your character and what you're describing reminded me of, and it's just they did I think it's just finished. It's called like a VTuber or whatever, and
Okay.
all she does is like she uses a VTube model, and she talks very like well she gets drunk when she does it, but she gets drunk and she gets very extremely sexual
Oh.
with her audio,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah,
I don't know which one you're
like
talking about.
yeah, and you say you don't know?
No, I know which one you're talking about. I forgot the name of it, but
It's the V
yes,
it's
it's a
the
really good one. It's really
VTuber or
funny.
something, and she just goes out and say, yeah, I would like that, and I'm like, she said I jack off to this, and I'm like, wait, what? So.
Oh, what a mood.
So as you do this, like this, the VTubers, what extent do you want to like? What do you want to venture into more with things you haven't ventured into with currently, and you want to do more of in this realm?
So I'm really looking forward to one of the things that I got my VTuber model for is streaming. So I do streaming on Fansly once a month, and a lot of people do the VTuber, and it leaves room to do really cool like role play streams.
Mhm.
So your character, you obviously, I can't go to like a bakery and like have a sex stream, but my character can have a background and do that. So it lends itself to doing basically what I do in audios, like live during a stream, which is really cool. So I really wanted to incorporate that. Another thing is I love doing like I film a lot of IRL videos for like my fan sites, but I'm looking forward to having that model because she has like capabilities of like doing like sexual stuff, like getting wet and like playing with her boobs. And a lot of people um really enjoy more of the VTuber model opposed to like the real me, which is totally valid. I get it.
Okay, time out,
I
time out.
like the I
I
like
want
the
to point out
fantasy
something.
too.
I want to
Huh.
point out something. It's not that they prefer like the VTuber over you as a physical person. There are a lot of people who I know personally
Hmm.
who do not like to watch porn, but they
Right.
love to watch hentai.
Oh, yep, that's it right there.
So that is
Hmm.
what you're hitting on. It's not like, oh, we don't want to look at
Oh
Victoria.
no.
No.
Oh no, no, no. I didn't mean it like that. They're like, "Oh my God, gross." No, I didn't mean it like
No.
that. Yeah, some people really do prefer that, and that's valid, and that's something that I also learned in doing audio is like I've had so many people be like, I can't watch like actual porn and like even like some drawing like visual stuff just doesn't do it for me, but like sitting back, putting on the headphones, closing my eyes and visualizing it really gets me there. And I'm like, that's awesome. I love that you have like a vivid enough imagination to make that happen.
Like I don't know if Sarah met this person, but they only watch like hentai, and they're just like there's like I don't know, it just because your character can get naked and
Hmm.
penetrate themselves or whatever they do to themselves.
Yeah.
It's and one big thing that's different between that and what's really available now is the
Mhm.
fact that hentai they gotta blur out, the genitalia.
That's true.
Mhm.
You don't
That's
have to
true.
blur out your genitalia,
Right.
which is
I
yeah.
know.
Absolutely.
it always that always makes me laugh because I'm like, we're already this deep into it. Why are we doing that?
Well, I mean, it's like I mean, it's the law in Japan. Like
Right. In
they
Japan,
have
yeah.
to blur out like can't like you can't even show vagina like real vagina. So they have to
Yeah.
blur it out. Unless you watch a
Yeah.
There's
really,
like
really
a
old
certain
hentai.
pixelation rule from what I've heard.
Yeah. It's a
Okay.
Yeah,
but
like a
it's
specific amount of pixels it has to be blurred to, and this, and that. And it's like, oh my God.
unless it's a
No,
pre
that's too
2000
much.
unless it's a pre 2004 hentai, then it's all out the gates. I think it's oh 04.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
they
that.
yeah, that's like I forget what year it started, but I remember talking to somebody about it just because it came up and I was like, "Oh, that's why I can't watch Japanese porn because there's no
This is different.
no I just I can't get with the pixelation, because it just destroys me because you know like even though I love titties and I really do love titties,
Don't
you
we
know.
all?
Okay, I'm a titty connoisseur, but it's like when it comes to me trying to get off whatever, it's like I need to at least see the cuckoo, and if the cuckoo is pixelated. It's like
I'm sorry.
okay,
I'm gonna lock my dog out. I'm sorry, we can cut this out. Let me just lock her out.
it's okay. We can keep on going.
Okay.
We love doggies. You could have brought her in. We would have said
Oh,
hello,
trust
Chihuahua.
me, she'll never leave me alone. She's my she's my needy child, so she'll never leave me alone.
I
Okay.
get that.
No, I'm gonna leave that in there. We love your doggy. Hi, bye, doggy. I don't know their name. So bye, doggy. No,
How many dogs do you have?
I have two. I have two Chihuahuas. I have Boo and Cooper. Boo is my older, and she's a girl dog, and she has a very stubborn personality. Cooper is like he's I guess you would call him like a teacup Chihuahua, so he's smaller than her. She's mixed, and he's just very like whatever. He sleeps most of the time.
I'm just here for the ride.
Right? He's like, I'm chilling.
Yeah, this
Mommy's
is
making the money, and I'm just
this is my
living for free here.
my only animal.
I'm just hanging out in my little squishmallow bed. Everything is good.
Right? Rent free.
Yes. Ugh.
So since we spoke briefly about you say you might do more mainstream stuff.
Yep.
So we actually just before the podcast, let's ask it now. So who
Okay.
are your top five? Who are your if you could pick your top five go-to people to say, I want them to touch me. Who would that be?
Okay. And I can do like anybody, right?
You can be
Yes.
anybody.
Okay.
It could be male, female, TS,
Okay.
other.
Okay.
Non-binary? Anyone?
So I say other
Perfect.
as in that includes everybody.
Okay. So I think one of the main guys that I don't even know if he still is in the industry, so maybe you guys can tell me. I believe his name is Tommy Gunn. I
Oh yeah,
used to watch his videos all the time. Okay. He is like number one on my guy side.
he was at
Um,
X3.
I can see why. I can see
okay.
why for sure.
Yes, it hits the older man vibe.
Mhm.
I didn't see him at Expos, but that's good to know. Let me see. Little Puck. I have the biggest girl crush on Little Puck. Who else? Cubby. I love Cubby. I watch a lot of her streams. Yeah, Cubby Thompson.
That sounds so familiar. Like,
I'm sure if you look
No,
her up,
that's
you'll
a card
know.
right there.
Oh, you got the card too. You
like
are so
I
smart.
know her.
As soon
It,
as you see
it's
her, you'll know. I love her. She does a lot of like cosplay stuff. Kind of like Little Puck, and I love that. So I think that's. I said,
I met her at X3 too.
Oh
oh
my
no.
God, yes. I
Okay,
saw her at X3.
okay, that's
I
what I
was
was about to
like,
say. I'm pretty sure you would know. Um, the other one, I know that she's like long gone, but it's like wishful thinking. I love Jenna Jameson. She was like I read her book How to Fuck Like a Porn Star when I first like moved out when I was like 19. I was like, this is everything. This is the Bible. So yeah, she's long gone, but that's my wishful thinking one. And then okay, last one. Um, Hold on, I have to make sure. I always mess up this person's name, and I would hate to do that. Um, okay. I always want to like mix their name up, but Stephanie Michelle. I always want to call her Michelle Stephanie, but it's Stephanie Michelle. She does a lot of cosplay stuff too, and I'm forever enamored with hot women that do cosplay really
I
well.
actually don't know that name.
I
Oh,
love
okay.
cosplay.
Yeah, I gotta look that one up.
I'm gonna look her up just in case something comes up and it shows titties and we can't show titties on YouTube.
There are lots of titties on her page.
Well,
She has great titties.
it
Mm.
says Stephanie Michelle.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, I see. Okay,
Yes.
I
So,
like.
I
I'm
hope.
looking at her Rogue one. It's PG.
Ooh.
It's PG. It's PG.
Aw.
There's no titties on this one.
I would go straight for the titties,
My
you
no
know.
Always.
My Google search is set to PG right now.
Oh, mine's not. Mine's not. It will
Yes.
I
go
did,
straight to the penetration pictures.
Yeah,
I was about to
well,
say I didn't even know you could do that. I'm so used to like looking at porn that like I'll be out in public and I don't even realize that I'm like scrolling just like through like stuff on Twitter.
that's why on Twitter I have it so you have to click view image if it's nudity.
Very smart.
Mainly because like I don't want to be sitting around and on a at a doctor's office and then her kids just run around
And
and
someone's looking over your shoulder.
you like to lean forward, just scrolling on Twitter and then all of a sudden like a little one sees you and then I go past Victoria page and Victoria has her leg behind her head and it's just like
Some crazy new video.
Yeah.
some video and just going at it and be like, oh, what's
Oops,
going on here?
sorry.
Mhm.
I have no idea what that was. Wow, that's disgusting. Let me block this
And
account.
then unfollow 2 hours later. I mean, refollow.
See, honestly, when I'm out in public, like, I don't really care too much about like what I'm actually scrolling through, but what I will focus on is trying to make sure that I'm like in a little corner or something where no one can
Right,
walk behind me. So I'll
right.
just be sitting there just fucking editing and stuff, but
Yes.
no one can sit behind me anyway. So
See,
bam.
and
Hey.
you get it.
Well, it's
It's
not that it's behind me. It's like they run it. Because I like when I'm sitting at a doctor's office, I like to, I got to spread my legs apart and then just scroll, like lean down and scroll. You
it's what kind
know,
of covers it.
Oh, yeah, no. I lean back
I don't
and
want to lean
scroll.
back and like be like in the corner, hiding from the cameras that's in the doctor's office anyway, trying to tilt my camera a certain way so it can't see what I'm looking at.
You know what? That's smart. I've always wanted to get one of those things that's supposed to like make your screen private because I'm like you. I like to edit things and like if I'm out and about and waiting on something, like I don't turn the volume up or anything, but it is nice to like go through it or like look at pictures. So yeah, I'm the same way.
Exactly.
I've been somewhere where I clicked a view an image and then didn't realize it was gonna come in with that
Oh
right away,
no.
and I'm like,
Surprise,
oh,
the
Oh,
surprise audio. Now I have had that happen. I have been
yeah.
listening to audio porn on a plane once and my like Bluetooth went off and I was like, oh no.
Hey,
Good
the
thing I
quick.
caught it
Oh,
quick.
and then you can say just look at someone and say, my bad, y'all, or
Wow,
just
that's crazy.
or just accept the judgment, like.
see, that's why now I try to make sure that my phone is on silent, like volume completely down when I'm out in
Yep.
public. So
Yep.
the video, like, you won't hear anything, you
Yep.
know?
I
I
need
do
my
the same thing.
audio. I need my audio because I play a lot of games. I don't care who hears my games, but when it comes to that, I got to make sure they don't randomly hear and they don't randomly hear a Victoria orgasm.
Yeah, no, no
Exactly.
phantom moans coming from the phone.
Okay. So like in your man like in your person like what do all do you do for fun? Like what does a fun day for Victoria is?
Okay, a fun
Aside playing with your doggies.
Yeah, besides doing that, I was about to say we go to the park a lot. I have gotten in the past like year and a half, I've really gotten into going to the gym, which I find crazy. I used to like look at people and be like, how do they actually like going? But I go to the gym a lot. I love going hiking. I'm a big foodie, so trying new restaurants is something that I love doing. And yeah, hanging out with my friends. We all have such busy schedules. It's always so hard to like link up and do stuff. So
Mhm.
normally I am like just, going hiking with my dogs, but you know what? That's okay. That's my favorite thing to do. So yeah, I'm kind of a
Nothing wrong with
homebody.
there's nothing wrong with hiking with your doggies.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so either.
But I feel like, sure, it is great to go out with other people, but sometimes, like, it's self-care to just go out by yourself, you
Right,
know?
take yourself on a date. Yeah, go to the movies by yourself. I love going to the movies by myself.
I don't like humans a lot. Like I told her before, like I will go to a social event, had like be the most social individual there. But then I need like 4 days to,
You have to
recharge.
recharge. Yep,
Like,
the
if
social
people don't
battery.
come to my house, like it's like you might not even think I exist anymore because like I
That's me after expos. Like, after expos, I'm like, you know what? Everything is pre-scheduled for the week. I am going to take a break and not talk to people and just recharge my social battery, do yoga or whatever, and
Yes.
chill.
I
That's the best
just
thing to do. I don't know how people do it. Like I know that lots of people are like extroverted, they like that, but oh yeah, I'm the same way. I need like 5 to 7 business days to recharge the social battery.
I just sent you a picture. Um, like this is talking to you, Victoria. I love to cook, but the thing is, I
Uh-huh.
hate cooking for myself.
Mhm.
And my friend has convinced me to do cooking streams with her. So
Oh,
I went out and bought all those cooking books I just sent you.
Oh my
And
God, that looks like
yeah, and I am going to go crazy with
cooking
how
stream.
many more did you buy?
I
Oh,
ha
this is a problem already.
no, I sent
He
her a
bought
picture.
me one.
Oh,
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 14.
oh my gosh.
I sent you the picture just now on your
Oh
DM.
my gosh, 14 though is crazy. You are going to be so knowledgeable by the time all of this is finished. If somebody's going to tell you they want something and you're like, that's perfect. I can actually cook that.
Well, the thing
Right?
is, like, we're going to start with a genre of a certain type of food that I don't like to eat, and
Oh,
Pasta.
no, yeah, yeah,
Pasta.
exactly, it's
pasta.
gonna be that, yeah.
Oh my God, I have never met anybody that's like their thing. They don't see pasta's usually everybody's like, that's my go-to quick. I don't have to think about it.
I
Pasta.
I hate everything with a noodle.
Oh no.
If it has a noodle in it, that's spaghetti, Roman noodles, ravioli,
Oh God.
any type of noodle can go in the
Oh no.
trash.
Oh no. Oh my God, I would die. See, I my favorite food is pho and I eat it like twice a week.
I
See,
love
my
love.
friend, my friend was staying in my house for during X3,
Hmm.
and we went to a pho place like twice. They were here for 5 days. We went there twice, and I ordered anything on the menu that didn't have noodles in it. And
Hey,
so while they
it's
got that
still good
big,
food.
big thing of pho, like I'm up here ordering chicken with rice.
It's still good though. It's still
It's
good
so
though.
good. It's so good. I just don't like I don't know why. It's like I don't know if it's just the starch or whatever it is. Like it just is not good to me. And like this person who I'm cooking with, uh they came to my house and we all made a dinner or whatever. They made
Mhm.
some stuff and like 'cause they trying to make me eat two things.
Oh no.
Mashed potatoes and pasta. And I don't
Uh-huh.
like either one.
No mashed
Like,
potatoes either.
okay, I'm gonna tell you what, Victoria, I have a question for you. If
Okay.
you if you if you lived with somebody, like you
Hmm.
was a child, and they made mashed potatoes every damn day for
Okay.
like 3 years,
Okay.
and you had to
Yeah.
eat it every
You know what?
damn day.
You know what? You've got me there because that would make me hate mashed potatoes
And
too,
I love
probably.
potatoes any other way, like French fries, scalloped potatoes,
Baked
baked any
potatoes.
other way. But once you start mashing them efforts,
You're out.
I can't do it. I
Okay, no
really
mashed potatoes and no noodles.
yeah, and the thing is because I say that it accompanies so many things.
Right, it does.
Yeah.
But I
It's
love
true.
food. I love to try new things. Like I love alligator, and people find that weird. I love alligator. I love frog. You know, I love deer. But when it comes to noodles, ew.
No
Deer
noodles.
is good. You just have to cook it right.
Cook
Yeah,
what
that's
right?
true.
Deer.
Oh, I feel like you said something else. I was gonna say the best way to cook noodles is to open a trash can and just put them in there.
No, I literally just had
Matter
noodles
of
for
fact,
dinner last
matter of
night.
fact,
Ugh.
what you do is you know how they come in like the long stocks. Crack them,
Break them in
and then
half.
you put
No.
them in the trash. You piss two people off at the same time. You
Oh
know.
The
no.
Italians are probably crying right now
I was
hearing
about to
about
say
that crap.
people are going to be crying in the comments. Like, what do you mean?
Don't do it. Don't crack it in half. That defeats the purpose.
That's-
Okay, come on.
That's my evil that's coming out. I don't know, but so what like Trina, what is your favorite dish?
It's
I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll make it for you.
my favorite. It's probably if I'm not cooking it myself, it is probably pho. That is what I eat the most.
Okay.
And if I'm cooking something, it's probably going to be I make these really good like Thai tacos and they're not anything to do with Thai. It's just because they have a
Mm.
peanut sauce. But I found them on a website like 10 years ago and they're
Oh.
delicious.
You
They're
might
really
have to send me the recipe or at
I
least a
can
picture so I can put it together.
I can definitely do that. And once you like do it once, it's like the most brainless meal. So when I don't want to do anything, I'm like, all right, steak, some spices, tortillas, we're good.
Ooh.
I love those kinds of meals. And I'm really good at making tacos.
And by the
I
way,
can make
five
them from
points.
scratch too.
And by the way, five
Oh my
points to
God.
anybody who knew what song I sung a second ago. I don't think Victoria caught it, but you probably didn't know the song.
What?
I said, what's your favorite dish? And then what song popped in my head was, I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll go to it. I'll get it for you. It's called F Her
Mm.
Gently by Jack
Oh,
Black.
Oh, hold on.
okay.
I'm gonna save this because whenever somebody gives me a new song, I'm like, it'll leave my head if I don't put it down. What is it called?
Fuck
Uh-huh.
Her Gently.
Okay. I will.
It's by Tenacious D and like Jack Black is
Oh, okay.
and yeah, and there's a part of the song where he says, what's your favorite dish? I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll get it for you. What's your favorite position? It's not my favorite, but I anyway.
But I'll do it for you. That's
Uh,
so
Yep.
funny.
I love that.
I think I
That's
said
how
that.
I am.
I
Even
think I said the verses wrong. You ever did? Oh, but I'll order it from Zanzibar. Anyway,
look at
he
that.
just basically
Victoria got a serenade.
I feel so special. I wasn't expecting to
no,
get sent
I
to you.
can't sing anymore. I can't sing anymore. I used to be able to back in the day when I was in
That was pretty
choir,
good. That was
but
pretty good. That's what I would
I lost my
do.
voice a long time ago, and I don't sing that high. I sing really low. I sing in my
Yeah, he has a
natural voice.
really deep voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I sing like this is my regular voice, and I don't
Oh.
talk like this on a regular basis because it's hard to understand me, and I don't do it. So I use
Oh.
my falsetto voice and my normal talking voice.
Hey, that's a voice actor thing. I'm originally from the South and I have a Southern accent, but I worked really hard to like not have it as prevalent as it used to be and
But I like Southern accents.
I do too. I think they sound really nice and it's really funny because I just started putting out audios in my Southern accent like last year and people were obsessed and I'm like, "Oh my God, okay. I would have been doing this a lot sooner had I known."
You know, everyone loves a Southern gal that can get down and dirty.
It's true.
You
It's so
know, that
Especially if that
grassy
thick, like I
lady.
don't know what state you're from, but like
true.
like people would love like they love to try to figure out which state it
They
is
do.
by
They
that
do.
little like yeah,
By the twang.
The twang, and there's certain words and inflections
the
that are from
odorous,
different parts and like different states. Yeah, totally.
Mhm.
those lack of odorous. We don't say odor in the South. In the South, some places don't even say odor.
It's true. Yeah, that's true. And there's certain like terms that certain parts of the South use and the other ones don't. Like, soda, you can just say you want a Coke
Pop.
and that's like encompassing all soda.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
was telling someone that the other day. I'm like, there's some people that say Coke instead of saying, pop or soda.
Yep.
Because I say pop,
Hmm.
but I grew up in the
Mhm.
Midwest.
Yep, that's a Midwest thing for sure. Yeah.
And they say no one said. I'm like, they said so. If you want a Sprite, you say Coke. I'm like,
Yep,
yes.
that's what, and see, now I never did that, but I had friends that would be like, "Can I have a Coke?" And I'm like, "Do you actually want a Coke or you want this?"
Mhm. See, I grew up with people asking for a Coke, so the answer would just be like, sure, what kind?
Right.
So
Well,
like first I
he's
was
from the South
totally like
too.
normal. Yeah, I'm from
Okay.
Texas.
Oh, okay, cool. Very cool.
I just grew up bilingual though, so I don't really know what my accent is.
You have a really pretty voice, though. I love your voice. Yeah.
Both of y'all have a pretty voice, darn it.
Oh,
Mhm.
thank you.
And play and like no, not play. No, I'm gonna throw my phone. Victoria, you do you do a voice over thing, and you trying to downplay your voice. Come on now, people love to hear that sultry
No,
voice of yours.
listen, I won't downplay that. There are lots of people, and it's funny, there's lots of people that do voice acting who hate the sound of their own voice, which is wild to me. And I'm not one of those people. So when I first started, I used to edit all of my own stuff when I first started, and I would be like, they're like, how do you do such long audios? Do you not get sick of hearing yourself talk? And I'm like, actually, no. I like the way that it sounds. I think this sounds hot. But yeah, there are some people that can't stand the sound of their voice, which trips me out.
I don't like my
I'm
voice.
one of those people and I
Are you
co-host a
really?
podcast.
Like honestly,
Oh
I do.
my God.
The thing is, like I would say
He
this.
edits the video and then when I edit like my own like solo content, I I usually will edit it right after I'm done so I can do it without audio.
Oh
Because
my
at
God,
that
you're so
point it's
real.
still fresh in my head. Like
Right. What
I
you
don't
need to get it
really
out. That's so
yeah.
real though.
The thing I love about this podcast is the fact that like we usually don't cut because like we had to stop numerous times. I would have to like find it in the audio and say I gotta cut that out. I have to sit back and listen to it, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like listening to my voice again. It's
Ugh,
like it's cringeworthy, but I know that it's informational to people who listen because they can say,
yeah.
oh, I'm hearing Victoria's voice. I don't care about that guy in the background.
Oh no, you have a really nice voice. You do. You don't have a bad voice at all. Perfect for podcasting.
I just heard.
Rockstar, she's talking about you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking
so
about
no, no,
you.
no, no. Like,
I
Johnny, no,
told
no,
her her
no.
voice was
You said no,
nice.
no, no. Get here. Like, I just heard an accident over here on this highway.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
Oh,
looking
No,
confused. I was like,
I just heard a kick, and
oh
oh
like
no.
God.
it just happened. Someone just got into an accident on this. Like, it's a like three houses in the highway. We're not highway, but the street over here, and
Mhm.
someone just got hit.
Oh
I
no.
literally just heard it. That's why I stopped.
Damn.
I hope they're okay.
I hope they are too.
But back to your beautiful voice.
Oh.
Okay. So what do you have coming up? What should we be looking forward to? Like what specials do we have for Victoria?
I have a bunch of new professionally shot solo stuff coming out. I was just in LA last month shooting with Dean Capture. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's
Hmm?
awesome.
Do
So
we know?
Do you
It's
know?
amazing. He is
Thank you.
fucking amazing.
Right? Oh my God. That's why I tell everybody, I'm like, if you have not had pictures done by Dean, you must. Makes you look like a superstar. So I have a bunch of that coming out. Audio wise, I have a bunch of collabs coming out with some other really talented ladies that I have not got to work with yet. So that's going to be fun. I think personally for myself, I just have my normal like barrage of sluttery that I release every month. I It's crazy to actually think about it when I sit down and think about how many audios I do, but I release probably about like 20 a month between like paid and like free ones. So I'm always moaning.
I have
I
a,
have things coming out almost every single day.
I have a
Love that
question then.
though.
I have a
Mhm.
question then.
Okay.
So since I know you take requests on your any pages, what is the weirdest, strangest, or the most what request that you
Love
receive?
that question.
So for audio or for video? For
Both,
Either
both.
or.
both.
Okay. Audio. Let me think. I don't even know if it's considered weird. I didn't know about it at the time. And then I was like, you know what? That's cool. Like, if I can make this happen for you, sure thing. I learn about new kinks all the time. But I had somebody who, I think it's called plushophilia. So they really like plush, like stuffed animals. And they wanted an audio of their plush animal coming to life and like interacting with them and like having sex and stuff. And I had never in my life heard of that. Um but apparently it's a thing. I was like, okay, I've never done this before, but hey, I'm game to try it.
That
I have a
kind of sounds like furry fetish to an extent.
I have a
See, that's what I
weird.
thought, but it is definitely the like it's got to be like a stuffed animal, which
Mhm.
I had never in my life heard of it. So that's one of the ones that I was like, okay, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
to be
We'll figure
fair,
this out.
to be fair, I remember. I forget what site it is. They
Mhm.
have like a bear in their place, and the bear like they have some. I think it's either someone gets in the bear.
It gets in the bear and fucks people.
Yeah, and the thing is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like their dick is out, and it's just they're fucking a bear. They just they're
Yes.
cuddly.
That probably, I'm sure, if there are like plushophilia people watching that, they probably are all up into that because that is very much what it's like. Um, so yeah, that one. What are some of the other ones I've done? I've had some people that are really into almost like I know it has a specific term, but I can't think of what it is. That are into like peril. So they like hearing, I think it comes from watching those movies when we were kids of like people getting sucked into like quicksand. There are people that love that.
Oh.
So I've had people that have like they order like a peril audio, so like maybe like I'm pretending to like drown, but I don't actually die, and like quicksand.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, and I was just like, there really is something for everybody.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, there's even horror porn, and I feel like
Yes.
both of those have the same concept where that kind of action will
Yep.
raise your heart rate, you know, it kind
Yep.
of gets you like your heart elevated, like, oh my God, there's danger
Totally.
happening.
Totally. And I get that because I'm like fear play, like scare arousal. I'm totally into that. I love watching the videos that it's like the thing from Evil Dead, like the tree coming to life. People love that.
What is your favorite cake?
Oh, God, that's hard to narrow it down. But I guess I will go. Actually, I don't even think this is a kink. So I'll give you my top kink and my fetish. So, spanking is my fetish. I love it's something that I would prefer to have all of the time when I'm fucking. As for kink, I'll give you my current one. My current favorite one is like pet play. I've gotten really into puppy play recently. So that's one of my top ones. And then always anything oral. I'm very orally fixated. So anything with like throat fucking, face fucking, I'm into
Okay.
that.
So,
what is your normally your number one like you yeah I'm guessing you've done the BDSM test.
Yes.
What is normally like usually your number one or two?
It's always submissive. I'm always submissive. I'm getting more into my like Dom era, but if I'm like playing with someone, I do prefer like to be submissive. It's if it's that kind of scene. So I'm always that, and then I'm usually what is the other one? Degradee. So I love being degraded.
Okay.
Those are usually like my top two.
So I do mine like every year. So
Keep
the
up
last
with it.
this one I did March 21st, 2024. So
Okay.
almost a year ago. My top
Hmm.
three was all 100s.
Oh wow.
The Grady, Masochist, and Rope Bunny.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He
I
is
totally
absolutely kinky.
yes. I love that you do it once a year because I think the last time I did one of those was probably like 2 years ago. And it was funny because I looked in comparison to where it was the year before that. I'm like, wow, things have really changed.
Yeah, I keep it up because like the year before that, the Grady was like 89%.
Oh, so
And
it moved
my
up.
my third my third one was submissive, which was 97%. So but Masochist and Rope Bunny was still 100.
There are ones that don't always stay there. You're always going to have like the top ones that don't move, and then there's ones that change. It's why I tell people all the time, don't ever knock anything because that's the one
Mhm.
that'll come back and get you when you least expect it, kink wise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the only the only
And
the only the only one that went that's not normally like wasn't 100% all the time was Masochist because it was a 95% in 2020.
Okay,
So it was
love
something
that.
that something triggered during COVID that made me say,
Look,
beat me
that
more.
happened to happen a lot of people. The panini was a time for people. Like that was it's not like this anymore, really sadly, but on Reddit, where I got started in audio porn was on GWA. And it used to be like there were like thousands of people online because that was just what everybody was doing. So I feel like people got definitely kinkier during lockdown.
We were talking, me and her were talking about like fetishes and all that stuff yesterday. There are so many out there, but there's also so
Yeah.
many that I look at. Like I don't kink shame. I would never kink shame.
Yep.
But there are so many kinks out there that I just
Don't get
would
it.
never would never understand.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm very much the same way. I don't kink shame anybody. There are ones that are very much on my like hard like no list, but I'm not gonna
Mhm.
kink shame someone. But yeah, there are lots that I'm like, man, I just don't I don't understand that, but I don't have to, I guess.
Like I
So
was, because I was telling her, like I was like to tell everybody, like it's one that I still will never understand, and it's the armpit one, Sarah. The person, the person requested
Yeah.
someone to send them a video of them, that are like you make fart noises with your.
yep.
They wanted someone fully clothed, no nudity, just full like be wearing like where Sarah's wearing right now,
Hmm.
just making fart noises for like 15 minutes. That's it. That's all they wanted. And I'm like, that is so different to me. I would never understand it. I don't kink shame, but
And that
it's just
it is
what?
it's one of those things you're just like, how does that make you come? I've done lots of things for folks that I always forget what they're called, but that kind of had like the balloon kink or fetish.
Yeah.
So they like popping them or they like the sound of it. I've had audios where people want to be the balloon and like they like to be, it's more of a submissive thing. They want to be like blown up and then deflated, which I don't, it makes no sense to me, but it doesn't have to. And it was one of those things that I'm like, if this makes you come, cool. I'm happy to make it for you.
Mhm. And on a funny note, like at least I don't have to have sex all the time, you know?
And there that right there, bingo. Thank you.
You're like,
Sometimes
let's explore here,
right. And
okay?
sometimes
There's
those
more
are
than
like,
just penetration.
Because I know
yeah,
there's
and
some
those
and there's
are
some dudes,
fun.
there's some people, I won't say dude because it's like, general, but there's some people out there that say, yeah, I want this, and you don't please don't wear any makeup. Just come up, just come natural. And you're
Yes,
so
no
used to
makeup.
wanting to, put on lipstick or whatever, all the other stuff, and like, no, just get out of bed and just do this. And it's like, okay, I still want to at least get some type of pretty. No, no,
No,
just
Mhm.
those are the hard ones because I'm like, I got started in the adult industry being a dancer, and for that, you are always like high glam, makeup, hair, nails, all of that. So going into it, people are like, no, no, I just want you to wear your glasses and no makeup. I'm like, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, like, yes, you would have to go full glam to the strip club, but we would always, at least for me, we would always get this like few clients who would be like, "Oh, I prefer people with no makeup and this, and that. Can
Yep.
you go take some off?" And
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
not
first
to
of
take it
all,
off.
like,
Oh,
I spent like an hour and a half doing this makeup, putting on these lashes, like,
no.
just for you to offer me like what, $50 or
Right.
whatever, like lowball me.
I
And
mean,
but what I would do is go sit in the back, touch up my makeup, not even put more, but just like blend it, and then come back, be like, "Oh, I took some of it off, puppy." Like,
and they notice, they go, oh, it looks so good.
exactly.
Totally. That's so funny. Yeah, you worked at a strip club, you know how it is. That's exactly it.
Will say sometimes I have shown up like very bare minimum makeup and it still works great, but with that lighting, you kind of need to put a little bit more.
Right. And I always told people, like, yeah, you don't have to, but it does like make me feel better. And I always felt like I'm gonna definitely perform better on stage if I have makeup on and I don't feel like, oh my God, I look like I just rolled out of bed.
Do you still dancing,
Exactly.
or are you done dancing?
Yeah, I'm done dancing. I haven't danced in a while. So I know you guys kind of touched on it before we started. So I started dancing when I was, oh my God, I was like 19. And I did it on and
About
off
three
for
years
like,
ago.
no, I wish. Um, so I did it on and off. I danced in California and Vegas, and I would kind of travel back and forth. And I did that on and off for like 5 or 6 years. And then I went to makeup school and I did makeup for a while. And then I did fetish modeling on the side. No one really knew about. And then after when right before COVID hit was when I was like, oh my God, like I do not like makeup is fun, but I was working in like special effects makeup and like cracking molds for like 15 hours a day is really grueling work. And I was like, you know what? I really miss doing this. So I kind of was like, all right, I'm not going to be able to touch people's faces for however long this is going to happen. So let's try and give the audio thing like the real try, which I'm so happy that I did because now I get to do this as like my full-time gig and I also get to incorporate the IRL stuff, which I always loved. So that's fun. It's definitely a much better than where I used to be.
You know, there is also the possibility of doing makeup on a porn set.
See, that is so funny you mentioned that. I have been, when I go to LA to shoot, I have been having my makeup done by Connie, and
Mhm.
yeah, she was telling me all about that. And I was like, you know what? That sounds like fun. Now I would do makeup again to do that.
See, you know,
I
because
haven't
there's
seen
so
Connie in
many.
so long.
Huh.
I know I haven't seen her in
I
so
love
long.
Connie. I love Connie. She's so sweet. Anyway, I'm
But
sorry.
sorry, at the end of the day, though, there is so many different branches to the adult industry where you don't always have to be actually filming porn or acting in it
Yep,
to be
that's so
part of the
true.
industry.
That's so true. And that's what I love
Mhm.
about it. And now there's all these, that's why I love the VTubing thing, because there's so many people that can't go and shoot like IRL porn or like take their own pictures. And this gives them an outlet to do something like with a
Mhm.
full body. And I love seeing it. I love the having everybody included is makes me very happy.
And what you just said made me think about something. It also helps for like if you don't want to show your face, your real
Oh
face,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and like
Yep.
because you don't want to get in trouble with your job, whatever. You
Mhm.
can be this image, whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like you can do all your sexy fantasies without anybody actually knowing who you
Right, what
are.
you look like. Yeah, I have lots of friends that do the audio stuff and they do visual, but it is only with their VTuber model and they kill it. They do amazing and it's so cool to see. I'm like, damn, that's what I should have done.
Well, I mean, you like to do stuff with your physical body though too. So
I
it's kind
do,
of
I
like
do, I do, for
you're like,
sure.
I'm just not here to talk about it. I want to be about it.
Hey, that's right, though.
That's I've seen like I don't know like I forget the exact name it's coming. This is coming out, but I've seen the one with you in a cage. I know what you were about, Victoria.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you know all of my deep, dark, dirty secrets now.
I pay attention. I'm not just here
Honestly,
for show. I pay attention.
let me tell you, that makes me feel really happy that you guys went and looked at my stuff because I went through both of your pages too, but I'm very makes me feel very loved and appreciated that you went through the rabbit hole of all of my porn and filth.
Yeah, we went through it, had a full on conversation. I shared one of the videos. Like I shared one of the audio videos that you have on your page, and I'm like, this is different because it's like I think you were you were you were simulating like you were sucking on something.
Oh yes, mm-hmm.
So I was like, I can see the appeal in this. You know, I can definitely see the appeal in it, but it's just like okay, because I know a lot of
Yeah,
people who just do the audio stuff, and if you just love audio and you just love like you have a great voice, so it's kind
thank
of
you.
like
I
okay.
was even showing my partner. He was like, "Babe, you should do that. You should try that." I'm like, "I don't
You
want to
should.
hear myself."
Hey, you can always send it off to an editor, but you do have a great voice. People would love it. Like, even if you just did like jerk off instructions, I have
Mhm.
a couple of friends that just have only done like visual stuff. And I'm like, no, get a little microphone, get in your closet. They don't even care if it's like super like high quality. Some of people's like favorite audios of mine, I'm like, that was like the third thing I ever recorded on my phone, like in the closet. But people love it. But you have a great voice. People would eat that shit up. And then they would go, wait, and she does visual stuff too. And that like blows people's minds when they know that they can also go see you.
That's true. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Totally. Yeah.
Absolutely. It kind of like opens me up for more things.
That and it's one of those things I feel like too, like even if like one day you're like, I want to take a break from doing visual stuff for a couple of months, you can still do audio and people still love it just as much.
That's very true.
So I don't know if this is a one time thing. I put this on my notes. Look at my notes now. So you have a FA fan thing. Is that a one time like in your character? Is it FA fan?
Which
Was that
one?
a have sex with a fan? FUCK a fan?
Oh, fuck a fan. Oh, yeah. So that's more of like a fantasy thing for me. But honestly, I have like talked about, I've talked about it so much that I'm like, maybe that is something that I should do for real in future.
Well,
I've had,
I'm like the thing I think was your character
oh,
doing it.
yes. That was I think that was my latest audio. And yeah, it was, I made that purely based off of a piece of artwork that I got that I was like, this looks like it's from like a,
Okay.
so yeah, it's,
Because I thought like what was going on was
oh, no, no,
if
no.
someone
Oh, no,
if
you made a
someone is
mistake.
like no no listen to me. I thought if someone won a contest,
Oh, yeah.
whatever,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like and they said okay, like let's say it was a $20 like let's say the to illustrate it is like it's like $300, and
Mhm.
let's say it's a $25 buy-in, and so per ticket, and all these fans are buying tickets to buy in, and you pick some random winner like
Raffle.
Johnson won, and so Bob Johnson can send you his picture, and then in the video in the F fan video. His image character is having sex with your VTuber
Oh,
character.
oh, like kind of like VR. That would be really
Mhm.
cool.
That's what I thought was going on when I saw the like I
Yeah,
didn't listen
that's
to it.
See?
I just saw the picture of it and I'm like, is that what she's doing here?
Yeah, no,
That's so
it was the whole role play. It was just me talking to myself. I talked to myself all day. It was just me
okay.
talking to myself in a closet.
That's what I thought was going on. So
Yeah, no,
I probably could give
actually,
you an idea, but
okay, that is but see, you know what? That's like a top tier idea too, because I'm like, wow, yeah, if somebody had the VR equipment and they could do that with you,
oh no,
that would be really
someone
popular.
can no someone can just illustrate it like it doesn't have to be overly because your character like just they can illustrate it so it's just I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to
Like
say.
a like an animation kind of thing.
Yeah, animation
Yeah.
type thing, and it's not a
Hmm.
whole bunch that goes into it, and
Ooh,
like it's just like oh, and it's just moving slowly, and they're like it's
that honestly would work
like a
too.
moving comic book, and it's
Yeah.
like yeah, and it's like you get so many buy-ins. You say yeah, I need at least this amount to get it done. So if you buy a
That's
ticket,
a nice thing to
whatever,
have.
like if I hit this amount at least the contest will happen and I will draw a winner and then this is what you get, whatever. And then whatever fan out there in the world can say, I had sex with I don't know what do you call your character? Like
Victoria, yeah.
yeah, with Victoria. So and it's not
You know
you
what?
don't
And that would they would eat that up. That is a good idea.
Hmm.
I am going to thank you for that. That's you need to start charging people for these ideas.
A consultation fee.
Yes,
yeah.
that's it.
I
Consultation.
mess around, come back, she'd have made $1 million from the idea. He's like, yeah. I can do it all by myself.
And then you're like, this is the new way. This is what I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
Consultation.
Yes, it's like, and then with this, you have sex with anybody. It's just like, yeah,
Right. It would
this
be like it was kind of it's like a one-sided thing, but yeah, people step up.
don't even need to get go to talent testing services.
Oh my
Don't
God,
even,
yeah. You save that
Right?
too with your bugs.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Love that.
But this is why I love like discussing projects in groups of friends because
Yeah,
like other people can come up with some great ideas for projects like
right.
within your niche
Mhm.
that they're not doing, you know? But
Yeah.
like just for example, I don't do like fisting or DP, but I can come up with some good ideas for friends
Oh,
who do that.
see, and that's the most, you're so right about that. I have never thought about it that way. But yeah, when I've gotten in groups with my friends and we're all chatting and I'm like, oh yeah, that is a good idea for you. Love that. And we love people that don't gatekeep either. Because I've had friends in the past that do that. And it's like, no, tell me, because if my audience doesn't like it, yours will. There's
Exactly.
something for everybody.
And I feel like sometimes we'll be like, "Oh, don't take this idea. I want to get this done within this amount of time. After that,
Right.
you can recreate it, please." You know,
Yeah.
just have a little verbal agreement amongst friends.
Yeah, and it works so much better that way, and then you're not always wringing your brain for ideas, which can be hard after a while.
Absolutely. I love doing it during like a smoke session, just being like, "Oh my God, think about this, imagine this, and blah blah blah."
See, you're doing it right. You're the correct friend to hang out with and do that because yeah, have a smoke session, do that. Everybody's coming out with good ideas.
Exactly. 'Cause a lot of it really stems from just dirty fantasies that we have. And it's
So
like,
true.
what do you think about this fantasy? And then the other person evolves it like, oh, I like that, but what about this?
Oh, that is the
Yes.
best. Fantasy spitballing is my favorite.
Do you have any fantasy that you would like to film, even if
Um,
it's in person or on your cartoon or
yeah,
your app?
Yeah, so I will do an in-person one. I would love to do one of my audios in person. So like take one of the plots and I would probably pick one of the ones where I would be able to have like an older male co-star. I have this one that is about this guy who hooks up with his daughter's like sorority roommate and it's a complete porn logic. Her vibrator dies and she's like, "Oh, my vibrator died. Can you help me?" And I would love to film that one IRL. So fingers crossed.
I think that one is not easy, but that one's absolutely doable, you
Doable, right?
know? Just have to find the right location and the right scene partner, and bam,
Exactly. That's all it
fulfill
takes.
those fantasies,
I
babe.
think anybody who's ever had a vibrator start working on them would enjoy that, especially halfway
Yes.
through.
Oh my
I've
God,
Because
it's
literally, I have filmed scenes, like solo videos where it's happened, like, and I didn't do it on purpose or anything, and I've been like, literally make a look like, oh my God, it died. I thought I just charged it.
No.
Where's my other one? I
Yeah.
go and grab like two or three. Okay, does this one work? Oh, does this one work? All right, fuck it. Let's just use a dildo.
I
Yeah. I
remember
hate when that happens.
I was like, because I shoot porn, like I record people. I was shooting one with Sarah and somebody else, and like they had just started going because they were going to penetrate themselves and then each other, and then as soon as like I want to say like 2 minutes in, not even 2 minutes in, like not Sarah's but the other girls, her
Oh,
thing just stopped working, and you see her trying to like it was like a gun, so it was going by itself. It was like going in and out, and like you could see her trying to just do it to herself, but it's like an awkward position that they were in, and she was like,
oh
she
no.
was
Oh,
struggling.
that's always the worst too. And when you like try and like fake it to be like, no, it's okay. We can make this work. And no,
Yeah, we had to stop for a little bit, and then like
recharge.
then when we started when we go back to do it, we forgot like other girl had she was drinking some Starbucks while we were
Oh
waiting.
my God.
And we left the damn Starbucks cup in the
In
back
the
of the
corner.
video.
Oh
And
no.
I was like,
Oh my gosh, not the unexpected product
and
placement.
like and like I'm like, okay.
Right?
And the thing is like you see me in the video trying to like to ease like to get a different position, but I'm really
Yeah.
just easing over to grab the cup and to throw it
Oh my
to ease on back. Because like in the video, like you see like I
God.
blurred out the cup.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, it happens to everybody. I feel like it happens all the time. Or I've done collab streams and like somebody's toy disconnects from Lovense and you've just got to pretend like it's still going.
Yeah. Oh
True.
my God. That's happened to me a few times where I've been streaming and I just like, because I record my streams, so I just try to keep it going and then it just
Yeah.
like dies and I'm like, dang it, do I just keep doing this? Okay, fuck it. And then I just like play with the actual Lush toy, just pull it in
Yeah.
and out. I'm like, okay, we'll do something.
It's not bad. It will it and you're right, it's not bad. In a pinch, that works for sure.
Exactly. It feels so good to do that too,
It
especially
does.
when the vibrator's actually on. Just like pull it in and out.
Oh my
Mm.
God. I'm so glad that someone else does that. That was one of the first things that I discovered with the Lush, and I'm like, wow, this feels amazing.
Right? It surprised me when that action made me squirt. I was like, okay.
Oh,
I
yep.
was like, I really don't need anything that big.
You're like, see, this proves that.
Absolutely.
I love discovering
I
things
don't
like that
I don't
about a
know.
toy that I have. Yeah.
I do have like because I have a random box of just
Mhm.
of sex toys and stuff, and I know I have like two of those in that box
They're the best.
randomly.
I love Lovense. They do a good job, and those little Lush toys are great.
Absolutely. I really want their sex machine, but it's like 2 grand from what I saw.
Yeah, it's like super expensive. I know. I've heard that that one is really good because I have like a regular fuck machine, but the one
Mhm.
for Lovense, then you can use it for like cams, and I've heard that it's built better than some of the other ones. So that
Yes.
too.
Well,
I've heard
I of
so
course
many
I've
good
never
reviews.
I have a penis. I never need to use it, so I don't like. So when y'all
I
talk
mean,
about sex toys, y'all penetrate yourself with, I'm like, okay, there's no penetration going over here. Like
That's okay.
I love y'all, but
Ross, sir, you can also think about it from the viewer's perspective.
well,
Right?
With
It's fun to
Lovense,
watch.
you get to actually
From
interact
that
with our
perspective,
toy.
I mean from that perspective, yes. But I'm talking about like using it. Y'all talking about using it right now. I'm like, well, nothing's going to any one of my crevices. Like I love y'all to death. But you try to come near me and to stick a any type of circle thing inside of my anal cavity.
It's a no-go.
Not
I
even a finger.
It's a
I
hard
no.
already know,
limit.
Ross
I'm
star.
no,
I
not even a
already
finger.
know.
No, because I'm not the only one who don't like fingers in their crevices. But it's just like it's too. It's It's too
Hey,
much. Like I
it's a
can't.
hard limit for some people, and that's fine.
That's a no from me, boss.
I saw this one video where the guy was like, ladies, leave my ass alone. And it's just like, hey, just tell people when you're first fucking, like,
Right.
either eat
Yeah.
it or stay away, you know?
Yeah, that's all you have to do, and then I will never go near it.
You say eat it or stay away.
Wait, what?
You say eat it or stay away.
Oh,
Hey,
I mean, either. But
depends
yeah,
what
no,
they
if
want.
you tell me no, it's a no-go at all, I'm like, all right, fine. I know that's off limits, and I will stay far away.
Because
Exactly. I will do everything, but
the
Right.
thing is, it's like when if it comes to me, like I just feel like in any position, if
Hmm.
anybody is trying to touch or lick my booty hole, it's just I'm already in a weird position because like it just in order for that to happen, I have to put my legs back here and no, I just feel weird thinking about it.
necessarily. You can kind of lay back and just like open your legs up like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
That's one of the ways I've eaten it, but I do understand how it is a vulnerable position.
it is. It is. It's awkward, and especially if you don't do it a lot, like you're just
Hmm.
trying it, it can be like, oh.
No, because I understand completely. I
Exactly.
understand completely. Like if someone is eating vagina pussy, like eating it before, and like and they're trying to go like do the complete like lick down and up whatever, they like their tongue has slipped. Their tongue has slipped in there into the hole at least once, because it's only about that much that separates. Like it's like the tank that separates it, and
Yeah.
people that licked and went through the tank and into the hole at least once. But I'm talking about just straight up, just that's a lot to me.
Getting all in there. Not everybody's into that. Yeah, some people
Yeah, I'm
just
not.
like the light lick.
Yeah, I'm not.
They're done.
I'm not trying to stick my head in there. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
this looks nice.
I've
Yeah.
had some where I feel like their nose in my taint or in
Oh
like my
no.
butt, like that like backbone, like right there. And sometimes I'm like, okay,
You
I
just
I appreciate it, but you don't got to go that deep.
Yeah, we don't
That
need you right
nose
there.
hurts a little.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and it's like,
Mhm.
okay, it was good before that. Move back.
Exactly. Exactly. You're like swirl a little bit. Don't stick it too far in where your nose is like hurting my taint.
Right,
see.
please
Like
don't.
I've never done it before, but like I would have to get some practice before I go out and try to experiment on people. I'm like, so I need a practice person. So
A guinea pig.
I need a guinea pig. Like say they can point out be my instructor. So it's like, yeah.
Yes,
So what you need to do is yeah, no. There you go.
yes, the demo, the demo. You need the demo.
See, that's what I used to think sex therapists were.
Oh my God,
Like,
right?
mhm,
You would think, right? And I wish they would because some people do need it. I think the world would be a better place.
exactly. Exactly. I feel like that definitely needs to be like a class or something, like
Right.
a one-on-one instruction.
Someone make that happen.
Right?
I've
Like it's
I've seen
kind of
my
like
fair
jerk off
share of
instructions in person.
Yes,
I've seen my fair
exactly.
share of sex therapist movies.
Oh yeah, they're
Hmm.
very popular. I've done audios like that too. So yeah, those are it's definitely popular, but I'm like somebody needs to figure this out IRL.
I have filmed one where I fucked my sex therapist in a dream.
Oh
That
my
one
God.
was really fun.
That sounds really hot. And I love that it has like the dream element too. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really hot. Love that.
because basically I was just sitting there on the couch telling my therapist
Mhm.
the idea of what I had, and then the voiceover kind of turns into the video of me
Uh,
actually doing it.
oh, see, now that's hot. I love stuff
Mhm.
like that with fantasy. Okay, I'm gonna let my dogs back in. I know that you're not cutting.
Okay.
Her doggies miss
So,
her.
yes, I love role play. I don't
Um,
know. It's not that I don't want to be myself, but it's like I love playing a character. I love playing
yes,
myself as a character.
yes,
Like,
and see, that's one of my favorite parts about doing this job is getting to be a different character because I always wanted to be like an actress. And so basically this, sorry, one second.
We can keep on going, but yeah, the role play thing is always fun, no matter.
Sorry about that. So, one of my favorite things about doing this is I always wanted to be an actress, and that's one of the things with doing audio is you kind of get to be whatever character that is in whatever role play you're doing. So, I tell people that my biggest kink in truth is being like acting, and this makes it possible, and that's definitely my favorite.
absolutely. Because before porn, like, I didn't know how to dirty talk, and I wasn't even
Thank
like a
you.
loud moaner. So it was just like once I started filming, I started kind of not just gaining that confidence in myself, but gaining that knowledge of like, what do people want to hear during
Right.
dirty talk? Or
That's so
even
true.
then, what makes me come while I'm dirty talking to somebody?
Ooh, yeah. See, now that's an even cooler way to look at it. I love that. And
Mhm.
I definitely was way less talkative before I started doing this, and it definitely helps with the dirty talk
Then,
for sure.
Absolutely.
that comes back to the question: what makes you most excited when you are doing your dirty talk to help
Oh,
you do your dirty talk?
okay. So like subject wise or
Any,
like
any, any anything like
okay.
let's say because some like because honestly out there you can talk sexy all day, but
Mm-hmm.
you want to at least get off to your own. You at least want to get off to your own voice when you're
Right.
doing these sexy talk, just so it's fun to you. And like at the end of the day, you gotta have fun what you're doing. Otherwise, it's just yeah, you're top jacking you off. Yeah, you feel that. You like that. Th- Do you enjoy
Um,
this?
Let me see. What's my favorite? I think what usually gets me like most into it to kind of like get it rolling when I start is I'm trying to think of how to word this. It's basically like I have an easier time slipping into it if I already, and of course, in like audio, you know this, but like the person listening is already like really hard and interested. And that's like, oh, it's easier for me to slip into like, oh, so you're already hard. You're a pervert. That's kind of hot. So that means that if I like, start touching your cock here, you're just gonna get harder, aren't you? And like, if I start doing that, it
Mhm.
makes it much easier for me to slip into it, and then it starts turning me on.
Okay.
Okay, I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I, I think for me, it's the idea of being sneaky. Either someone being sneaky and spying on me and me catching them being like, oh, you naughty boy. Are you
That's hot.
spying on me? Or the idea of me role playing with someone that we're kind of sneaking away from a party or trying to sneakily doing it at their parents' house or whatever, you know?
To like hold the moan stuff. Like we have to be kind of
Yeah.
quiet. Yeah. Oh, that's
Mhm.
hot. I love
Like
that.
still getting loud, but kind of pretending that I'm not trying to be loud.
Right. Yes, that's super hot. See, you would be good at audios because those are really popular.
I just
So
do that as like POV style solos for now.
Love that. Yeah.
I
And
think
people,
people love the voyeurism stuff. So
yeah. Voyeurism is fun, kind of doing like the exhibitionist stuff of like, oh, we could get caught, but like, who cares?
Exactly. I love that vibe.
Me too.
Exhibition and voyeurism. I'm a huge fan of both.
Yes, same.
oh,
Big
speaking of that, because of the fact that it's audio and you're a fan contest, and if you do what I said,
fan.
you can make the whole scenario of the fact that they are your therapist, and while they're in therapy, get down.
Oh my God, that's true. There's so many like elements that you can add in, and you're like, but
Mhm.
wait,
You
this is
could do
gonna
a
check
whole
another box.
storyline. You do a storyline with a
Absolutely.
plot. You got a whole movie going on. And
We have a storyboard.
matter of fact, if the person who illustrates this only charges you so much money, and you could incorporate like three winners, you can do a full on movie.
Oh my God,
Uh,
you totally
That is
could.
true.
And that would be ambitious as fuck. But I love it. I would be here for it.
The first step is just finding someone who to like if it's just like someone moving in and whatever, and then it's just like the sex whatever, and they're there. It's a full on it's not as expensive as like you know
Oh,
I'm trying to
right.
say.
Like you mean like having like multiple characters, or like you mean like having it drawn?
Like having it drawn, yeah.
Oh yeah,
If
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like a slide in thing, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
like moving whatever. I'm sorry. Do y'all hear the ambulance?
No, but
Okay.
it's funny. I always think that people can hear, like, there was an ambulance went by for me. I don't know if you guys heard it, but like I've had people tell me during streams, I'll be like, "Oh, so sorry if you can hear that," and they're like, "We can't hear anything."
No, because like I
That's
told you
good.
earlier, it was an accident, and I heard
Yeah,
it,
Yeah.
and I
yeah,
can hear the ambulance people now.
yeah.
They
And it's
said it
funny.
took forever, didn't they?
Oh
No,
my God,
that was like 20 minutes.
okay. So the ambulance is there for the crash. It's all coming
Yeah,
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
yeah.
I do feel like
I
20
told you I heard
minutes
a
is a
crash.
long
I wasn't
response
lying.
time in the city, though.
I hear the ambulance like right behind right beside me now.
Yeah, you kind of learn, I feel like, to tune it out too when you live in a city. You're like, oh, yeah, that's an ambulance.
Well, like it's it's usually really quiet over here, but I heard like when I was sitting here listening, I heard the accident.
They know
So
you're recording today. That's what I always say. When it's loud where I live, I'm like, everybody must know that I'm trying to record today.
Oh my
so
God, for real. One
that's even
time
scary
I
now.
woke up extra early to record,
Oh,
and the fucking landscapers came over and started just landscaping all day, mind you.
that's the worst too, because I know have that feeling of like, all right, I'm getting up early, I'm gonna beat all of the noise, and like you do all of that, and you still have to deal with it.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
See, lucky enough for like for me today, it rained in LA. So
Mhm.
like I usually have my pool guy come clean my pool on Tuesdays. And like normally he would have been here probably like around right now. But since it rained, he doesn't come on days it
he doesn't
rains.
come today.
So
Well, that's good. All you've had to deal with is the ambulance and the crash and my needy dogs. That's it.
I love your needy dogs. Like
I always I always feel so bad because I'm like, oh my God, my dogs are making me so unprofessional.
no, we've had dogs pop up on the stream, and
Mhm.
we've like I've tagged like I know people have like Instagrams for their
Oh
dogs.
my God, how funny. And you tag them in it.
Yeah, I've tagged the
Special
dogs,
guest.
special
Oh my
guests.
God, that's so cute.
Yeah,
I love
I love the
that.
doggies. Like it was the
Okay,
joke
good. All
earlier.
right. I feel more comfortable now because I'm like, oh my God, being so embarrassing. It's like having kids because you're like, of course you start doing this when I get on the phone.
Like
Mhm.
I don't have any
Absolutely.
animals, but this is my doggy. He's always next to my
Oh,
I literally he's always by my computer.
I love
Like
that. You have a desk
like
pet. Yes.
him and her are always next to my computer.
Oh, I love that. I love stuffed animals. I have tons of them too.
So those are only two that matter the most. All my other ones are elsewhere in the house, but those two have priority. The other ones are in the spare room on the bed somewhere in the other room.
Love that. They
Forget
have
about
they have
them.
desk priority.
They have death priority. These are
Absolutely. I think we all have our favorite plushies that we just can't live without.
So
Just-
true.
It doesn't matter what age we are, like
Yep.
our
Everybody,
inner child is always still healing.
yes. And it's good not to say no to your inner child if it's something like that. Like just get the plushie. Just enjoy
Absolutely.
it.
but we have reached our limit, so we do got to
Okay.
wrap up a little bit. So Miss Malfoy,
Yes.
everybody where they can find you, buy your content, get everything about you. They can see all your crevices, you know.
All my crevices. Oh my God. Yes, please come peep all of my crevices. I am on Twitter, I'm on Blue Sky, I'm on Pornhub, I'm literally everywhere. If you go to my website though, it's just snakysmut.com. It has every single link, and you can also find all of my audios. They are organized by tag and like paid and free. So There's always something for everyone. There's like, I was counting it the other day and I was like, I need to update my website because I had it like, oh, there's over 150 free audios. And I'm like, now it's like closer to 300, which is wild. So
Whoa.
So
I know,
you got to
I know
remember
there's
people
a lot.
can't spell. Can you spell that for people?
Sure, it is www.snakey, SNAKEYSMUT.com. Snaky smut.
There you go. No, because he was like, how do you spell that? S
I, you know what?
Q.
That's fair. I always forget that I should do that because I'm like, you know what? No, I should sound like an infomercial. We do the www dot.
Let's hear it real
It's
quick.
so cute though.
Where can they
Oh,
find you,
thank you.
Lacey?
You guys can find me on iamsaralace.com. All of my links and my social media content will be on there.
I am RAWSEARR on Facebook. And I'm sorry, no, I'm not. I'm like on Instagram and on Twitter and on Blue Sky. We are the Burbank Misfits on Instagram. Burbank Misfits on Facebook. That on that one, Facebook and on the Twitter and on the Blue Sky. Miss Victoria.
Yes.
By the way, y'all, if I ever see her in person. She does have a very, very excellent card that illustrates, her tattoos, and they're really nice.
Thank you.
Especially the one on her arm, because she has a full arm thingy
Thank
going
you.
on.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
if you go to my Twitters if you can see it. But thank you. I
really,
had
really nice.
literally just had those business cards made and anytime somebody compliments me, I'm like, "Thank you so much."
But we'll see you all next week. Be well, stay blessed, be good to each other, and
Thanks for
yeah,
having me. Thank you for being here, babe.
Of course. Thank you so much.